Hey everyone, welcome back to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay, so grab a brush, grab some paints, grab some models, and paint along with me. Let's rid our world of unpainted models, shall we? Yes. Shout out to Cody Rue. And today I'm working on a Primaris Lieutenant. I'm just going to paint. He's not very far along, but it's a single model. So knowing this, I'm going to try to get as far as I can in today's video and get it pretty much done today. So let's get started. Yes. Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be working on this Lieutenant. I've done all my squads for my Dark Angels Glow Up, at least for now, so today I'm going to work on some characters. Cool, and my goal is just to get as far as I can today on this guy as I can. You know, just get as much done in the, 45 minutes to an hour that we're painting today. Get him done. So I'm going to actually start with the silvers. I'm going to try something different today. I realized with my technique, if I'm speed painting, I should start with the colors that have shades. Right? Makes sense? Because if I start with the colors that have shades, they'll be dry approximately the same time as the other colors, which are essentially shades, right? So I'll be using my contrast paints for most of the other colors as I've been doing with all my Dark Angels, and just getting the metallics done first. That way, as I said, it's all pre-shaded. Get it done, and then work on the other colors. Get as far as I can today, as fast as I can today, and just have a good time, as always, you know? That's what it's about. I'm Canadian, a boat. Yeah. So my painting challenge is coming along. Once again, I'm not where I want to be. I was hoping to get more painting done this week, but I didn't. That's okay. I had a busy week. But I'm down to, I've painted 40 miniatures that are in squads, and one Apothecary Biologus. I will have that tutorial up next week, which will be good. Hopefully you all appreciate it in internet land. There we go. Look at that. He is pretty much done with the silvers. Yep. So while it's drying, I'll paint the black gaps in the armor, and then hit the silver areas with a shade. So yeah, I've done approximately 41 of my miniatures out of my 50 total. Now I only have 47 before I start the fun models. So that'll be cool. There's Black Legion. Sorry, I'm just looking for my Black Templar. I see Black Legion, but not Black Templar. And I prefer to use Black Templar. I also recently filmed a video. It'll be up in the near future too. There it is. Black Templar versus Black Legion. Somebody asked me about that, so I figured might as well make a video. Cool. So I'm just going to quickly paint the gaps in the armor. His gun's going to be red because I want the contrast of red and the greens. You know, these Dark Angels. The plasma has to be red. Yeah, let's paint the gaps in the armor. And get that all done while he's, maybe the rib wiring too, yeah. But I love this. Yeah, the speed painting method. It doesn't take very long to get things done. Look at that. One color. Oh, maybe the gap there. Cool. It's going to be very quick miniature today. Alright, next color. I should grab a plastic palette and do the skin. I'm just going to thin it down. What I do for my skin is just simply use a thinned down Gilliman flesh. And I thin it down heavily with about 2 to 1 Gilliman flesh to contrast medium. And that way I can just apply one color, it goes on nice, all done. I haven't decided what color of hair I'm going to do for this guy yet. I like using a hard palette, just because the contrast paints don't tend to work well with a soft palette. And then after that, do the shading on the metallics. As I said, by the end of this video, this guy should be well on his way. Yeah, let's try this. There's a hair on my brush. So, yes, that is that's the level I was going for. So this brush. It's even darker. This is actually a little darker than I was even hoping. That's okay. Just pull some of the pigment off. That's not going to look bad at all. Good. I think I might do gray hair for him and just do apothecary white. That looked pretty good. Done. Okay, so now let's hit the shade. Silver areas, it's going to be quick shading. They should be dry by now. And from there, we'll start doing the colors. As always, huge shout out to Cody Roop. And Adam, you missed a spot. I'm pretty sure Adam does not watch my videos anymore, but that's okay. Regardless, out there's some guy named Adam who needs to be reminded that he's missing spots. You know? That's all that matters. To preventing Adams from missing spots since 2018. It's going to be a good weekend. The Space Marines are coming out this weekend, so I can't wait to go pick up that codex from my local gaming shop. As you guys, if anybody watches my videos, there was a point change yesterday already. So the point changes on the video, point changes have already happened, so the codex is already out of date. Good. And it's on the face. In your face, in the face. Okay, there we go. Done. I missed a couple spots myself. I pulled an Adam. So let me fix those right now. This guy's next step's drying. There. And I missed a small gap in black armor, I believe. There, yeah, I did. But this guy's going to be easy peasy to finish. There, another contrast color. Done. Alright, so now let's paint the golds let's paint the maybe the brass areas, the gold areas, and then start on all the contrasts. So once again, get the golds out of the way, and that way I can hit it with a shade, and then start painting up all of the, maybe cut them in with the contrast paints. Yeah, skin tone's a little vibrant, whatever. You look good. So let's just paint the gold areas, all the symbols, and with a shade. So it was Canadian Thanksgiving on the last weekend. Had a good time. I cooked a turkey, as I always do. The key ingredient to turkey is a lot of butter. I go Paula Deen method. I like to do butter under the skin. Prevents it from drying out. There we go, key there. Symbol here. Yeah, I'll do that symbol there too, why not? That was good. Cooked a turkey, a big turkey this year because we were having friends over. So that was really nice. To celebrate with some friends. That was good. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving meals. What I love about turkey dinner the most is that the leftovers. And you have like 3 or 4 or 5 meals afterwards that you know what it's going to be. It's going to be the leftovers. And I like to make turkey sandwiches. That's good. Yeah. And we had some friends come over. It was good. We just hung out. We played a card game called Phase 10. Those who played it. There we go. Phase 10, it's a card game. It's kind of like, reminds you of like Uno. But your goal is to get certain things like 4 cards in a row, 7 cards of one color, 4 cards of the same number. That situation. And it was fun. Good time. And so I was at a mall in Nova Scotia the other day, on Monday, or Tuesday, and I saw the game. I was like, you know what? Because my friends brought it over. It's a cheap game, easy card game to pick up and learn. So I went and picked up a copy for myself. So they've got us addicted. I've played it a few times since. My wife kicks my butt. That's okay. I think she's a card shark. That's all I'm saying. This paint is a little watery and thin, so I might have to do a couple of thin coats on a couple surfaces. Yeah, you can see it's a little thin on the top part, on his his halo. But we're already 15 minutes into this video. 15 minutes in. And I love painting characters, especially when you're doing this just quick contrast method. And I've got my order of painting in my head, and it's down like all the colors, so it's pretty easy to do. And it just saves a lot of time. It's so easy to like paint a model for like 2 hours like this. You know, it's a small character, obviously, but you paint a small character like this, it takes 2 hours to do, and you're done. You know, it's awesome. Next, I'm going to do. Let's start painting the bone areas. When I find the point. So here, Skeleton Horde. Once again, thin down with some contrast medium. But look at that. It's going to be a quick video. 45 minutes, 50 minutes in. This guy should be looking pretty good. Obviously, it won't be done by that point, but or it could be close. I'll need to do some highlights on him, which will need some time to dry. Purity seals. Easy. And chest symbol. I'll clean that up after by cutting in the greens. Cool. Done. Next. Oh, the reds. Yeah, let's do the reds now. Reds and then leathers. Maybe between the red, I'll at that point, the gold should be dried, and I'll do another thin coat at the areas that were particularly thin. But look at that. Quick red. I could hypothetically bring this model to a tournament already. I wouldn't, because I like to have them done. But even still, look at that, done. Red card. And I'll switch brushes so I can go to a little thinner of a brush. I'm using Blood Angels Red directly out of the paint pot. Look at that. Autumn is definitely here. It is starting to get cold and starting to get dark early. Another couple weeks, probably have my winter tires on. Yeah. That. They call them winter tires, but I really do have them on 6 months of the year. It's basically recommended that whenever the average temperature of the day is below 7 degrees Celsius, or about 50, not even 50, high 40s Fahrenheit for my American viewers, that you put on the winter tires. And that'll be soon. So yeah, I'll put them on, get them on soon, and that way I don't get stuck in a random snow squall somewhere, get stranded. Cool. Look at that. Reds. Oh, there's a purity seal. I'll do the golds next again. Just a second coat on the golds. It's so much fun just to be able to sit down and just slap some paint. Oh, I missed a silver spot here. That's okay. Let's paint that silver spot. I'm missing spots. I'm pulling atoms left, right, and center. Hypocritical J. You know? Calling out Adam for missing spots. Make sure this is in focus. I think it is. Yeah. These painting with J's are a must in my schedule again, because it really does help me dedicate this 1 hour just to paint. It feels great. It really feels great overall, because you sit down for an hour, especially with a model like this. After an hour, I can be done. This guy, he's going to be very well on the way. Yeah. For 1 hour, I should be looking pretty good for him. So this was the area. I just need to put a quick second coat. I also love how golds interact with the Blood Angel's red contrast color. Good. That's good. I'll let that dry for a couple minutes. Hit that with a shade as well. But this guy is looking like he's coming along. Look at this. It's not, we are not that far in, and he is well on the way. What if the silvers are almost dry? They are, actually. So the silvers are almost dry, so I can do that as well. And that's what the method to my madness has been, right? We're 22 minutes in. I have the silvers done. That's awesome. And look at that. He's going to be... There we go. What color now? Leather or hair? Let's do hair. Let's grab my Apothecary White that separates so badly. Let's give it a very good shake. I'm gonna make him old. Old Lieutenant. Give that a good shake. I don't have my my mixer in reach. There we go. Let's give him some white hair. I'll do a quick overbrush after with some white, just to bring up the bangs. Look at that. I'm happy with this. Looks good. I really like the contrast white. Apparently, I have an old batch. I have I still have my first bottle of it because I don't use it on very much. I don't paint white scars, right? But apparently people have had various degrees of fun with it, depending on which batch you have. Good. Got the hair. A quick overbrush after. I'll fix that one. I could probably, let's see how dry these are. Still a little. No, that should be fine. Yeah, let's hit that with a shade. You can always highlight it tomorrow, tonight, you know, a little bit later. Get the shading done on this guy. I love these. Like, after working on squads, I like to save the characters for the end because you kind of in the home stretch. I sometimes, depending on the group ahead of me, I alternate, you know, squad and character. But I love these little characters to paint. They're so much fun because they're just a little palette cleanser, you know, little palette cleanser. You just focus on them for a couple minutes. It seems like it goes by so fast, and then they're done. And they're all done, and then you move on to the next guy, you know? Especially as a lieutenant like this. I have the other lieutenant as well that came from the starter set. He'll take a little more time because he has a more definitive base and stuff, whereas he's right here. I haven't started him. This is what this guy looked like, you know, earlier today. Nothing wrong with that, right? So it went from this to that pretty quickly. So, cool. Love it. Maybe I'll paint the other lieutenant next. I haven't decided yet. Next, let's paint the leathers. And then start highlighting. He's, yeah, the colors are drying, so this is good. This guy's gonna be done in no time at all. There's fun. So I really do hope all y'all are, you know, reading your world of unpainted models in internet land there, and enjoying it as much as I am. It's cool. Like it's perfect timing. I'm gonna finish up my Dark Angels just in time for. Of course, there's a new Space Marine Codex this weekend, and then apparently Dark Angel supplement next year, which is gonna have a lot of new models. So I'll be right back to painting more Dark Angels. And in fact, some of the models I've been painting, I worked on my Knights. Apparently there's a new Command Squad, new Knight Squad coming out. So that's cool. I can paint a little sloppily. Like I got a little bit right there, which I can just wipe off there anyway. Because I haven't done the highlight of the silver yet, which I'm going to do in a moment. So I can use the highlight of the silver to mask some of my quick mistakes. But look at this guy. He is coming along really quickly. All right, leather, done. Hair, done. Just to fix them. There we go. All right, let's start doing highlights. Start with the silvers, and then I'll hit the. I want to do the silver highlight first. No, I could do that now. Grab some blue. Paint the plasma gun. you really want to just go on light. Look at that. Done. Maybe a little more. There we go. Plasma gun. Good to go. Let's start highlighting up the silvers. So grab some Minto silver, Iron Breaker, and let's highlight up some silvers. Long John Silver. What else? I'm watching baseball. Baseball playoffs have been hilarious so far. I'm a Jays fan, so we didn't last very long. But neither did a lot of teams this year. You know, people are really debating whether or not the playoff format is actually advantageous to the better teams. Because, now it could be coincidence, but a large amount of good teams have been eliminated very early in this playoff competition. The top 5 teams in the league before the playoffs are not in the playoffs anymore, and combined only won 1 game between the top 5 teams. Now, 3 of them, the Dodgers, the Braves, and the Orioles, got byes. So they didn't have to play in the first round, and they only had to play the winner of the wild card, which is usually an advantage. You play less games, you can stay healthy, right? But I guess you got cold or something. And so they all got eliminated. Between those 3 teams, the Braves won 1 game, Dodgers didn't win anything, Orioles didn't win anything. They all got, the 2 of them got swept. So they're gone. Gone. The Brewers also got on. And so, yeah, there's not a whole lot of teams left. And out of all the top teams, they're almost all gone. The American League has, it's the Texas team, so Texas versus Houston. That'll be an interesting series, whatever. Not really, to me. I don't mind Houston, whatever. And then the other one is the Phillies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks, which will be fun too. They've never faced each other in the playoffs. So, cool. But baseball playoffs are just so efficient. I love that. I love the efficiency of baseball playoffs. Versus like hockey playoffs and basketball playoffs just go forever, it seems. Baseball has only been going on for a week and a half. And it's already down to 4 teams from 12. So, in another week, at most a week and a half, we'll be down to 2. You know, the odds are by the next Painting with Jay, it'll be down to almost 2 teams. So, which is awesome. Very efficient. I respect the efficiency. Take a little bit of white, just almost dry brush it on, and do a quick clean up, quick overbrush. That hair, perfect. Done there. I'll paint the eye later. Maybe I'll do it now. Loving it. Look at that. Just need a drop of gray liner or something. Do the eye. Do I have any in my wet palette? What colors do I have in my wet palette? Not really dark. Yeah, I'll just add a little tiny drop of gray liner to my wet palette. There we go. Tiniest drop. I don't need a lot of gray liner. But I already have some red going. Alright, so I'll start highlighting reds of this. Yeah, baseball playoffs have been exciting. Yeah. Which I love. That's been fun. That works. Kind of exaggerates the eye there. Yeah, I like it. Works for me. Luckily, it's only a one eye character, so you don't have to match the eyes. You can be looking out like, oh, whoa, something's coming. Cool. All right, so reds. I'm just gonna brighten up a little bit of the red and the bone colors. I'll work on them in a sec too. My goal is just keep moving. So this 1 hour session, just keep moving, right? That's it. I want to keep painting. See how much we can get done in the 36 minutes, right? This isn't bad at all. There's my contrast medium. Where's my lighting medium? There we go. Take it down a little. Done. All right, highlight up the reds. And then I'm going to paint the cloak and the browns. I'm loving it. Quick edge highlight. Just to bring this guy to life. One of my friends is a very, very talented painter, miniature painter. Well, some of my friends are very talented miniature painters, but that's okay. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's very frustrated lately. The frustration is palpable. He's frustrated because he's a very talented painter. I think he's very talented, at least. But he enters very specific competitions for painting, and he's not getting the recognition I think he feels that most people feel he deserves. Yeah. And it's tough. Like I sympathize for him because he's a very good painter. Like I'm not a very good painter. I'd paint a tabletop and high tabletop, as you can see here. Like I'm just having fun painting a miniature over a period of an hour. I got red on this brush. That sucks. But he's very, very talented. He spends a lot of time on his craft and on his pieces. And the problem is with miniature painting competitions is that, of course, you're at the mercy of the judges, right? So if the judge, and it's art, right? It's art. So it's very, very subjective. Very subjective, right? And so you're at the mercy of the judges and their recognition of your art form and what they love, and it's so subjective. So I just it's tough because it's art, and then like the whole concept of art competition to me can be baffling to me sometimes, because it's so hard on a subjective matter to be like your art is better than my art, or whose art is better. You know, and clearly, like I, it's to an extent, right? Like, because obviously, like, if I put this painting piece in a competition, obviously their stuff is better than mine. That makes sense, right? That's easy to identify. But within the top painters in a niche among different sizes of figures and different uses of shade, and you know, it's got to be tough, and it's very opinionated and political. Sometimes I hear it's just, yeah, you know, that's what I hear. So I just love to not do that. And to me, it almost, when you're going for competition, to me, it's like your goal's to win. And so really, it really sours your model if you don't win, or you don't feel you get justly deserved. What, you justly deserve or something, I don't know. It's a tough situation. So my heart goes out to him. But that's of course what you get when you paint competitive, or you're in a subjective competition, right? It's not like sports where the fastest person wins the competition. That's easy. Run the fastest, right? Then everyone's good. This is whoever the judge feels is the best. That's why I just have fun. I play games. I've entered a painting competition once. I didn't even come close to placing. I've had best painted army a couple times. That's kind of cool. But is that dry? Yeah, that's dry already. So I'm just going to take some Chape de Bone, build up some quick highlights on the cloak, and then I'll take some Screaming Skull, do the same. But as I said, he's a quick model. He's not going to be my... In fact, he's almost done. 1 hour. We're 42 minutes in. Look at this guy compared to what he started with. Not bad at all. This is tournament ready, I'd say. So let's do the same. Just a little Screaming Skull. Thin it down a little bit. Get a nice consistency. Highlight the cloak a couple times and the chest piece. Clean up the chest piece after with some Dark Angel Green. And I'm pretty... the golds. I can definitely do the golds while this video is going. I'm close. I have greens to highlight up, clean up, just some quick cleanup colors because I'm painting quick and sloppy. But, and then basing. So this guy will be done tonight or tomorrow. And then next week, I don't know, I'll be painting in the Painting with Jay. I really do want to start the dreads. So maybe the dreads. Because they're fun. I was thinking maybe saving them for the end. There we go. Loving it. What else should I do next? Green. let's do that. Let's paint the golds. And then we can maybe call it. I don't know. We're at 45 minutes. I've had a productive video so far, don't you think? I'm seeing my favorite indie artist on the weekend, Donovan Woods. That's cool. I'm gonna drive a little distance to go see him. I'm excited. I haven't been to a concert in a while. Since the country music festivals. It'll be just him and a guitar, which is actually where I think he shines the best. He reminds me of this generation's like Neil Young. He commands a crowd, he's hilarious, and then plays like the most depressing, thought-provoking music. It's pretty funny. Cool, look at that. I'll do, oh yeah, there too. But look, this guy, he's coming along. He's really coming along. Look at that. So, one more golds just to bring up the brightness. And then we'll, maybe I'll do a cleanup green. Maybe even highlight greens. We have 15 minutes. It's crazy. This one miniature isn't going to be enough time for me for a video. I need to prepare more miniatures. Oh, the Scrag Brown. Yeah, I'll paint some Scrag Brown. Highlight up the leathers. I already have some Scrag Brown on my palette. I love wet palettes. They just save so much time. When batch painting. Look at that. Some Scrag Brown highlight. Get the leather looking good. This guy has been a lot of fun. Quick and fun. Highlight there. There. I'm going to clean up with some greens. Yeah, let's do that. Cut in some of the colors that I've gone a little over with. And we'll go from there. Maybe even the edge highlight color I can do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's edge highlight first, and we can clean up the colors after. Good. Let's go, Jay. Need a little more paint. Oh, I forgot the brown, the golds. My mind's everywhere today. That's okay. Let's finish the golds and then greens. 10 more minutes. Nothing wrong with that. Where's my gold? There we go. Little characters are so much fun. Love them. They just, it's like a little palette cleanser. It's just, that, you can I just started him today. And he'll be done today. Good. Done. Let's do the green highlights. I'll call it probably afterwards. We're at 50 minutes. Got a lot done. 50 minutes, 1 hour, 1 model. Win. I should do that, maybe not. I was thinking about that for future videos. Maybe I should just do 1 model a video, just start to completion. That'd be a cool way of tackling my pile of shame. Alright, let's do some quick edge highlighting on the greens. Pick out a few details. Oh, I need to sharpen my brush on that one a little more. There we go. Pick up some details I really want to pop. And again, I can always clean this up after with a little bit of Dark Angels green. It's very thin paint that I'm working with right now, so it tends to dry pretty fast. It tends to be pretty effective. Look at that. I'm happy to be back. It's been good. You know, I'm gonna get these models done. Yeah. Get my pile of shame going, you know, and it's gonna be good. Another few weeks, probably, I'll be able to tackle my next project. Which I haven't decided yet. Next, what is going to be my next project? Probably Tyranids. Because it is October, I know that, but I can never do things in the correct month. November, we'll see. Oh, that's way too heavy. I have a bunch of orc models to paint. I have a bunch of Tyranid models to paint. Some Necrons, some Grey Knights. Yeah. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Probably Tyranids. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I can't contrast paint my Tyranids. I already have my color scheme dictated, right? Oh well. Can't always get what you want. Done. He's looking good. Quick edge highlighting. Grab some details, I'll let that dry, and then do a cleanup. Green color after. Thin down the line slightly. It's looking good. Look at that. In one video, 55 minutes ago, I started out with him, just started. Now, this guy could be tournament ready. Just a quick cleanup, and just needs a quick cleanup color, you know, a couple cleanups. And he's good. And then I'll base him, and he'll be done. So let's end here. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I hope you enjoyed this week's Painting with Jay and are painting along with me and ridding your world of unpainted models. You're having a good time. You know, I'm starting to see some real progress. I hope you are too in internet land. And then you're on to your next project soon. So stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Jay saying happy painting with me.